Hey everyone, Mitch coming in from the Commander Score Studio. Welcome to the show. So on today's episode, I've got a fun one for you because there's no way that these cards are only $3 right now. Insane value right now. Card list link in the description below, of course. Let's jump into them. Blade of Selves right now is just $2.79. Run, don't walk. Okay, just kidding. Actually, you don't even need to like run or walk. You just, go on to TCG Player and pick it up. But yeah, $2.79 right now for this gem. And equipment for 2 mana. Equipped for, says equipped creature has Myriad, which again means when that creature attacks, well, for all other 2 opponents, who normally would be like, oh, thank goodness it's not attacking me. Too bad, we get a token copy that is attacking them. This is a great card for an aggressive strategy. It's also a great card for, well, ETBs. Again, if you've got a commander, if you've got a creature with an amazing ETB, again, even if it's a legendary creature like your commander and you lose out on them by the legendary rule, you still get that ETB. So yeah, utilize it for ETBs, death triggers, all the fun things. Check it out, pick it up right now. Conjurer's Closet is just $2.91 right now. Pick it up. An artifact for 5. At the beginning of your end step, you may exile target creature you control. Return that card to the battlefield under your control. Yeah, such a solid card in Commander for a reason. Been a mainstay, and it's here to stay. It is a card that says, hey, you know what? ETBs are amazing, aren't they? Yes, they are. Also LTBs too, obviously, but ETBs are more common. Again, entering the battlefield effects going, hey, you know what, creature? You leave, you come back, and all of a sudden, I get all the value from you. Again, if you've got an ETB, I get it again and again and again and again. So much repeat value throughout the game, just for free, basically. Check it out, pick it up right now at this low price. Mindslaver. Now, if you're a budget player like me, you do not care what the card looks like. Again, this alternative art version of the card apparently is a lot cheaper. I think it's pretty cool, actually. That being said, this version specifically is $2.87 right now, a steal, when typically these cards are like $4 or $5 or so, essentially, for Mindslaver. Ledger artifact for 6, pay 4, tap, sacrifice it, just a small little thing. You control target player during that player's next turn. Yeah, that is disgusting, amazing, and game ending. This is such a solid card. It is a card that basically says, hey, you know what we're going to be doing? Whatever I want to do. You take the player that is dominant right now. You take them where they're at their best right there at the top of the mountain, and you just toss them off the mountain, and you say, no more. You are now in the worst position, and also, by the way, I will take your entire board state and utilize it against my other foes. I am going to pretty much take out 2 people, maybe even the other 3, for the price of 1 card. And of course, this card is combo-rific as well. There's plenty of ways to keep getting it back again and again and again. So basically, yeah, your opposing player never has another turn. Such a disgusting card. Pick it up right now for this low price. Steelbane Hydra is an absolute steal right now. It's just 37 cents. Basically, it is a card that has plummeted in price since this reprint, again, slash clone, whatever you want to call it, essentially. Steelbane Hydra is what the card is. 0/0 Turtle Hydra for X green. Was around $3 or so, and then keeps dropping, whereas the other version of it's still like $7. This creature enters with X counters on it, pay 3 mana until remove a counter from it, destroy target artifact or enchantment. Yeah, such a solid card. It is so good. Again, in X spell decks, in Hydra decks, or just in general, just a power-hungry deck, or like a counters deck, essentially. This is a great way to, well, deter your opponents from playing any of their good artifacts or enchantments, because you have a repeat way to keep getting rid of them again and again and again and again, while also just decimating the ones that they have in play that you don't want them to have. Again, they're like, oh, I've got my amazing Rhystic Study. And you're like, yeah, well, I've got a Hydra that says, no, you don't. Pick it up right now for this insanely low price. It will never be this low again. Ulamog's Dreadsire, an absolute steal right now at $2.98. A 10/10 Eldrazi with Vigilance for 10 mana. But that's not all. Vigilance Ward, I should say. Sacrifice a permanent with mana value 1 or greater. Yeah, that is a huge deterrent already. Just being like, yeah, you know what you gotta do? You gotta sacrifice something, and apparently it just can't be a land, because, you know, it's gotta be mana value 1 or greater. You gotta sacrifice something worth of value, right? Also, by the way, tap, create a 10/10 Eldrazi. My goodness, this is a repeat way to keep making an army again and again and again and again and again. And of course, yeah, if you've got any untap effects, you're just getting more and more and more of those, or, you know, doubling up token effects, etc., etc., etc. You know, populate effects too. It's such a solid card, such a great finisher for you, and again, one that just can be aggressive as well. Again, it lets you attack with it because that vigilance, and then still activate the ability as well. Such a solid card. Pick it up right now while it is this low of a price. Great Train Heist, a great card for just $2.94 right now. Pick it up. Instant for a single red mana. It's got spree. Add an additional 3 mana in red. Untap all creatures you control if it's your combat phase. Additional combat phase after this phase. Wizards, we need, again, a shorthand way of just saying that. Be like, extra combat. Just say something like that. Be like, okay, plus 3 mana, extra combat, okay? Like, come on. Like, it's a lot of text for that. +2, though, creature you control get +1/+0 and gain first strike until end of turn, and plus an extra red, choose target opponent. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to that player this turn, create a tap treasure token. I mean, any of these are amazing. Again, combat tricks, basically, one of them being, you know, extra combat. But this is essentially a card that says, hey, you know what we're going to be doing? Making an insane amount of treasures, protecting my creatures in combat while also pumping them, and also getting an extra combat. Again, whatever combination of those, whichever, you know, ones you want to pick, or all of them, it's an insanely good card. Again, the base, you know, cost essentially of getting extra combat is already 4, so this is just basically that plus all the other things, and you're going to get that mana back again, essentially, with those treasures. So, such a solid card. Pick it up right now. Grand Crescendo, $2.83. Pick it up. Instant for, well, X and white. I was going to say 3 mana. It's not 3 mana. I mean, technically, it could be 2 mana. It could be 3. It could be 18 mana. Whatever you want to put into that, though. Create X 1/1 green and white citizen creature tokens. Creatures control gain indestructible until end of turn. So again, literally, you can just pay 2 mana for this and go, okay, I don't need to make any creatures. I just want to protect my entire team. And again, the base cost of protecting your entire team outside of crazy cards like Heroic Intervention is basically like 3 mana, essentially. It's usually like 3 mana, creatures you control gain indestructible. This is already below that, and it's flexible again. It's a great way to make an army out of nowhere, and all of a sudden go, oh yeah, by the way, they're indestructible. Oh, by the way, my entire team's indestructible. I pretty much been setting myself up to win this game. Again, if a board wipe is currently happening, everything else is going to be gone. These creatures will be there, including my other creatures too. Such a good way to set yourself up. Great for token decks. Great just for protection, for go-wide strategies. It's such a good, amazing, flexible card. Check it out. Pick it up right now. Fabled Passage is right now just $2.41. Go pick it up right now. Okay, well, after you listen to me talk, okay, right here. But then pick it up, okay? Land for, well, it says tap. Sacrifice this land. Search your library, basic land card, build the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. Then if you control 4 more lands, untap that land. This is basically Evolving Wilds with upside, essentially, is what it is. This is Evolving Wilds that basically says, hey, you know what? Good amount of the time, you're actually going to be able to get this untapped. And when it's not untapped, it's still an amazing card. Again, Evolving Wilds sees so much play. Such a great way to, well, fix your mana. Be a great way to, again, like, thin your deck out slightly when it comes to lands as well. I guess the more and more of these you have in them, obviously, the more and more that you are filtering, you know, and essentially just making it so you have less, you know, opportunity to draw lands too, which is good. But also, it does have the opportunity to go, oh yeah, I get to use that right away, unlike Evolving Wilds. Great, of course, for landfall decks as well. Just a solid card all around. And this is the lowest price I've seen this in such a long time. Run right now and pick it up. $2.41. Grand Coliseum, a card that when I was making, you know, this content essentially and going, hey, it's a good card to highlight, it was around $3 and I was still like, yeah, that's still a good call. Now it's just 37 cents. My goodness, this is a steal. This is the lowest this card has been in such a long time. I literally can't remember this card being this cheap, even back in the day. This land enters tap right colors, tap at 1 mana, any colorless land deals 1 damage to you. 1 damage is nothing, absolutely nothing in Commander. Again, we've got 40 life. 40 life, that's fine. You know what, 1 damage, who cares? Does not matter at all. And of course, there are times when we don't need it to be any color, essentially. This is just basically a way to go, Oh yeah, tap for colors. Yes, it's a little slow. Sure, a tiny bit slow. It's worth it for all that mana fixing, though. Such a solid, amazing card in a steal right now at 37 cents. Pick it up right now as fast as you can. Chronomantic Escape. One of my favorite cards ever made in the history of Magic. I love it. It is just a beautiful design. It's also a beautiful price tag right now. Again, this card has been, well, a lot cheaper way back in the day. I made Feldergriff, and this was less than $1 when I made it, but it has spiked over the years, and now is settled in around less than $3. So pick it up while it's right there. $2.96. Sorcery for 6 mana and white. Until your next turn, creatures can't attack you. Remove it from the game with 3 time counters on it. Suspend 3. Yeah, again, basically this is, so old of a card. Obviously, it says remove from the game instead of exile. Yeah, this is a card that says, hey, you know what's going to be happening? I'm not getting attacked every 3 turns. Every 3 turns, I am off the table when it comes to attacking. Again, there's obviously other good, attack deterrent cards out there, like Ghostly Prison. This one is one that says, no, like, literally, you cannot attack me. Like, literally, it is illegal. You're breaking the rules. You cannot do that. Such a solid card, again, that just recasts itself again and again and again. And literally just makes it so your opponents, again, not only can't attack you, but also kind of incentivizes them to attack each other because they're like, well, I've got a really good board state right now, and it'd just be such a waste not to be able to swing my creatures, and, well, I can't attack Mitch, but that's okay, I'll attack these other players. So, yeah, it's a great way to protect yourself, a great way to send attacks in another direction. Such a fun card. Pick it up right now. And with that, this episode is coming to a close. Make sure you comment below with your thoughts on this one, and of course, as always, thanks again, and have a good one. This show and episodes like this one are possible thanks to viewers like you. If you're looking for an easy way to help support this show, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Also, hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss any new episodes. You can also go check out our playmats and other merchandise at thecommandersquarters.com. Another easy way to support this show is with our TCG player affiliate links. So whether you're buying a deck or individual cards, you can use this general link right here or one in the description. And the final way that you can support this show is by supporting us directly by becoming a patron. There are many benefits to being a patron, and I truly couldn't do this without all of their support.